What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's well. Uh, yep, you ain't seen me for a minute, and that's on purpose. Uh, gotta sometimes, you know, take your little hiatus and get away from all this crazy phoneisms we got going on. But hey, when you hit the live, go ahead and hit the likes, hit the subscribe, turn on your notifications. So when I do a live, you'll get it. But the topic today, I think I put debt, or I'm sorry, I put war, famine, politics equals debt. So we're gonna get into that. But once you get on the live feed, go ahead and send me a little message down here. Let me know you're in the land of the living. We got Kyrie Carey. I'll say Chow Bui Sang. That's how you say in Vietnam. Say what you just said. Good morning. But for most of y'all that watch me, you know I don't like the word mourning because they got us saying good morning. How can you mourn good? It's really not possible. When you're mourning, you're mourning. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'll just throw that out there just for little education. What's up, Braxton? How you doing, man? Wait, let me make sure I turned off something so that y'all don't get feedback from my. There we go. Now we working. Okay. Uh, like I said, hope everybody's doing well. It's gonna get into some real spicy content real quick. I see y'all up and at 'em. Uh, I gotta time my lives so that when it's daytime or early evening on this side of the world, y'all getting up in the morning or oops, I said it in the day. So what's going on, Jacob? Let's see. Rayvon Boykins, what's going on? Oklahoma City in the house. Tornado Alley in the house. Hope you got that storm shelter built, brother. But let's see who else is on here. Okay. Well, look, we're gonna get into the stuff. I try to give people enough time to get on before I start rambling, so that way, uh, you know, everybody's got their seatbelt on and we ready to rock. Um, who's that? Braxton, Louisiana, Young Buck, and that's what's going on. All right. So look, the title. Before I get started, can y'all hear me and see me clearly? I want to make sure everybody's feed is doing good. I'm sure it is because ain't nobody said anything like, "Yo, your video's blurry." So I'm guessing everything's cool. Um, let's see. Looks okay. Okay, thanks, Braxton. Jason Scott, thank you. Okay, y'all. So let's get into the title. I just threw it up there. It's talking about war, famine, politics equal death, right? Well, watch this. The war part. You don't have to be in a physical war at all. Have no elements of war going on, no bullets flying over your head, right? No tanks going down the street, and no nothing exploding around you to be at war. All right. The kind of war I'm talking about is the war for your thoughts, the war for your mind. You know, I'm coming at you from that abstract, from that opposite 180 thing. So when you see my title, everybody, oh, wow. He talking about some stuff I'm interested in because every day I'm seeing the same stuff about war, famine, food's running out, about to start a war, nuclear this, nuclear that, right? Politricks, 24/7, twice on Sundays, right? Old dude on the TV set, kind of barely walking around, barely talking, running the whole show. Not technically, but for those people that ain't in the know, he looked like he's the guy running the show. Okay, this is somebody else's fourth regime. They've been in office a long time. Which 9 years, 8 years, 8 years. You're gonna have a total of 16 years in office, pushing the buttons. For those of y'all that know, you know what I'm talking to. I'm saying things you gotta read between the lines to get some of this stuff. But anyway, look, you don't have to have a physical war going on for you to end up a casualty of war. The whole point of an adversary that knows your weakness is to warfare with you on grounds that you're not familiar with. Why would I come at you things you're already familiar with. If I'm gonna do guerrilla tactics on your guerrilla warfare, I'm not gonna sit here and like the British, load your rifles, aim, fire, and stand in a row and shoot back and forth at my adversary. No, I'm gonna get in their head first. Okay? I'm gonna get in they soul first. I'm gonna go all up in there and I'm gonna get so far up into that enemy that one, I'm gonna break a lot of them down psychologically. Two, I know the psychological leads to the physical, so they're not gonna be able to function effectively anyway. And then three, I'm gonna make sure they know or don't know who the real enemy is. So when they're standing right in front of your face, you don't have a defense. That's the whole point about all the stuff you seeing on TV every day. Y'all watching that stuff on the so-called news, whatever the word news means. You need to find out what that word means because it don't even make sense. Maybe it's the initials for something, but somebody can throw something on here if there's an allegory for it or some type of other, not an allegory, but if there's another definition of the word news other than we just watch the news, somebody put it on the chat. But you got to really think about this stuff deep, man. You got to sit down and think about what's really going on. Now, all of those things equal debt anyway in my title: war, famine, politics. I was gonna put Politricks, but it's a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about, so I just put layman's terms in there. Okay. Now, in the war part, what are they constantly marketing every day to the world? Excuse me, to America and Canada probably and Europe. This war stuff, right? What's the specialty of those nations? War. It always has been. This is nothing new for them. Okay? For your generation, this is something else. But for the generations previous you, same thing was going down all the time. Control tactic, control tactic, control tactic. Now, when you get to the final stages of getting in your adversary's mind, and of course, you being humans, you being the beings that have so much power, you don't even know how much power you got, but you got a lot of power in your thoughts. But you're the target. You're the one with the crosshair. You looking at this news stuff, thinking is this country or that country's in the crosshairs. Nah, it's really you. It's really me. Meaning, this is who they're feeding all of this stuff to. And then, most of the populace is so dumbed down that you start thinking that this is the everyday, this is life now, right? You done got so far outside of yourself by letting them get so far inside of you that now you know life through a lie. Now, there's been a series of lies through your existence anyway that have accumulated and they now exist as today. So, war, you go back to the 60s, go back to the 1940s, okay? All of this stuff is not new to the groups who are propagating it. This is a playbook. This is a, football team got playbooks that the team got to study. And if you study the plays, you'll know how to run the plays. And when the audibles are called and when they say hike and this, that, and the other, and the quarterback gives the play in the huddle, then the team goes out and takes care and does the plays, right? So that's what's going on. You got to break this stuff down, not so you can understand it, it's so you can overstand it. Don't be busy trying to understand nothing. That means you standing under the authority of who's putting this information out over you, okay? They trying to crowd your space. They trying to denounce your real, true selves as the energy bodies that you are. They trying to take you out before they physically take you out. That's the whole point of most of all of this, okay? So, you got to start not only reading between the lines, Like I always say in my life, you got to start writing your own lines. After you read between the lines long enough, don't become so absorbed in that you become that. Okay? Make sure that you're writing between the lines your own narrative as you go. If you don't, then you're going to be subject to everything that you keep paying attention to. The reason why they use the term pay attention, the attention part really could be substituted for the word focus. And then your focus is your energy. That's your direct energy channels, okay? So if you're paying with your focus, be careful what you pay attention to, because you become what you pay attention to. The more you pay attention to the bad news bears, that old movie, the more you absorb the bad news. So I always got a solution in my stories, in this overview of getting you started for the day, just getting you tuned up, right? Getting you pointed in the right direction. But my solutions are always gonna be write your own narrative. You see, when you on somebody else's narrative 24/7, you become the narrative. You become what they're ramming down your throat. My only job here is to get you pointed in the right direction. Now, my message ain't for everybody. Everybody can't take this stuff. I'll post some stuff in the community thing. I'll give some ideas. I'll do this. I'll do that. And on the world stage, my messages are seen differently. We got some brothers and sisters from Ethiopia see my messages and go, "Yep, you on." Get some brothers and sisters from United States. Nah, we don't vibe with that 100% because you too dumbed down. And there's no disrespect with the word dumbed down. It's just a psychological state of paralysis that you could be in, that then you would become dumbed down. It's not even something, it's something to be aware of so you can fix it. It's not like, oh, disrespect, you called me dumb. No, everybody operates on a certain level of stupid or dumb. Every human being walking the planet. So for you to think dumb means something negative, no, that means something positive, because you need to change something. You need to change something to correct something. If the teacher in school never tell you get a problem wrong and everything is right, but you was really answering everything wrong, but they just trying to encourage you, keep you in good spirits, make you feel better than you really should feel. When you hit the world stage and then you get an answer and it's always the wrong answer to your peers, you're going to find out you was lied to. You all them years you was lied to. You thought you was doing the right stuff, so that's where I come in. I'm just a corrective feature. That's it. You just use me as a corrective feature. That's it. So anyway, war. We talked a little bit about the war stuff. They coming at you. Warfare is for your thoughts, your energy, your being. That's what they taking. Okay. They want to take you captive right here. So two, what was the next one? Famine. Okay. Y'all thinking food famine. Y'all thinking water. Okay. Your body needs that. But for those of you that are so-called in the Bible or in some type of faith, or in the Quran, or in the Talmud, or whatever book you read, okay, whatever thing you follow, Buddhism, what all the stuff that's out there, whatever you're in, right? You should know that famine doesn't only mean food and water, okay? Because if there's an eternal place, some place that you always reside when this body is gone, right? There's another kind of famine in the land, your body, the land, outside of food and water that you should know about. And that's the famine of the mind. This is the central theme of everything that they're aiming at us, right? So when you got a famine in your mind, the food part don't even matter no more. The water part don't even matter no more. Because they done skipped the body and went straight to the heart of the things. The heart, they use the word heart in the Bible as another word for the soul or the inner being. So if you don't have a word for the soul or for the seat of intellect, they use the word they use the word mind as a show of the mind is the seat of intellect, the heart. The heart matters. The heart of, that's the beating force for everything moving on the physical plane would be the heart of something. So you got to start realizing that this famine thing, this, oh, we're going to run out of food thing, that's the surface thing to get at your mind. That's the part that your enemy is using to get at you. Because once they get your mind, once once you got the mind, the body have to follow. So if you believe you ain't got, I ain't got, and I'm running out, I always don't have enough, you already got. They already got you. Ain't nothing else to talk about. It's just a matter of time now. So they got you now, and in any kind of future where your being will reside, they got you there too. That's the whole point of this. Y'all don't get it. Y'all still on glamorized news stories that blaze across the headlines or don't blaze across the headlines, where they can tickle your ears. They playing the Pied Piper on you too. For those of y'all that are old enough, you know who the Pied Piper is. That was the cat with the flute. He leading all the rats out of the city. They had a rat infestation in Europe or something. So they called the Pied Piper. These are tall tales, of course, which most of his story is. Pied Piper is the dude that would play the flute. The rats loved the sound, so they followed him out of town. He led them in the boat and get them out in the ocean and then burn the boat or whatever. Get rid of the infestation problem. So that's what they doing in the playbook. Pied Piper. They leading y'all over here. They leading them over there. They putting you over there. They're getting you on a boat. And then they're going to let that bad boy go out in the ocean. And then they're going to burn it. That's where you're going to reside. Anything dealing with water is how this maritime law stuff works. So any stories, roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Okay. That's got to do with maritime law. That's got to do with little stories they done woven into your psychology. The fabric of who you physically are on this dimension, they done wove that stuff in to you when you was a little child. Doing all these fairy tales and all these little, songs that they used to sing to us. There's so many different crazy styled songs and themes they done put out there that when you almost don't have a chance. As soon as you're born, unless your parents are using wisdom, and this is no disrespect to your parents either. It's just how overly exposed we have been to that tactic that they've already deployed before you was born. It's already been here. Like throughout the world, these tactics have already been deployed. They already set up their military bases of operation. You know where all these bases are too. You're like, Major, I don't know where these bases are. Okay, if you in America, any state you in that got a name that they penciled in on some little piece of paper called a map, and they got a name to that state, that's a military base. Anywhere in the islands where it's a government running the show, that's a base. You get what I'm saying? They already established the bases all around you. So most of the populace, you've been born, let's see, they done started this so long ago, you can't catch up. The only way you can catch up is mentally. So we just talked about war. We just talked about famine, famine of the mind, famine of thoughts, famine of the narrative. You need to look up the word narrative. You need to really work that word narrative. If you're going to get any assistance in this life you living right now, in anything to come, you got to learn how to apply your narrative to the scenery of things, to the environment. So the problem is, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. I want y'all to answer me. Yeah, ring around the posy. Pocket full of posy, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. That's what Braxton, that's another fit. So, pocket full of posy, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. What the hell? What the little kids singing that for? All right. What's the one with the cradle? The cradle, and then the cradle will fall, and baby, the baby comes down with the cradle. I can't even remember that one right now. I've been deprogramming this stuff out of my psyche because it's still up in there. But this kind of stuff is so deep in. Listen, let me get off of that. But thanks for that. I appreciate it. Reminding me of that one. But look, we on the war, we on the famine. We still talking about the mind. Okay? Now, get to the part of the politics. Y'all know I call it Politricks. They work in all of these things simultaneously. They threatening you every day with some other thing. The new thing is coming soon. The world about to explode. Everything's going to hell in a handbasket. But on the other side of the world, ain't no talk about that. They just sitting there looking now in some countries, yeah. But they sitting back looking at what's going on. They're like, dang, what's going on? So I just want y'all to know that's not everywhere. Okay? That's not everywhere that this kind of talk is going on. But then you throw Politricks up into the fray of things. Throw that up on the screen, right? So now you got circus acts. You got threats, accusations. You got the setup of how they set up the next war. You got it's like popularized right now, World War III. Everybody's like, ooh, when is it coming? Shit, they got y'all with popcorn and Coca-Cola waiting for it to happen, right? Come on, man. Listen, they getting you here. Your body, if you so scared to die, that's a problem. Because first, you got to understand the word die is manufactured to mean something. Listen, that's in English. That's not even in maybe your original dialect from where your peoples came from. Probably meant transition. Like if you use the word transition and let's have a joyous transition, then that's a whole different environmental change. I forgot to say this. Environmentally, what your narrative is, just think if you was placing your good narrative on what you want life to be for you and your family or you and yourself, projecting that out onto the world stage every day, and a lot of people like you was doing the same thing, not paying attention to what they're doing and what they're spewing while you're voluntarily listening to the crap, right? Just think if you stop paying attention to what they were doing for 30 days. Now, it's only 54 of us on here, so appreciate y'all hitting the thumbs up. Go on and rack that up. And also, hit the like, hit the subscribe, because I ain't had no new subscribers in 6 months on this channel. Go figure, right? But y'all coming, subscribers are going down, not going up. I ain't had one new one. That's a trip. But listen, hit the thumbs up thing while I got you. It helps the algorithm. It helps push the content out for real. If y'all want to support me, do that. But look, if everybody under the sound of my voice was sitting here not mesmerized by what's going on and what they're saying is coming next and so on and so forth, and pay no attention to it for 30 days, and then that energy spread across other channels and across other people's mindsets, and then for 30 days a large swath of people in the world just don't care, didn't care, and won't care about what they saying is coming next. Do you know their ratings go down? Do you know that it only takes a little positive energy? And I'm just using the word positive because I ain't got no other English word to describe what I'm trying to say. So I got to use the new age words. Everybody get all bent out of shape about, oh, that's new age. Ye are gods. It say it in the book. But for you to say that you're a god, that's new age. You can't do that. And look, man, new age mean every day you exist is a new age. So that's stupid for thinking that some word is new age when they keep creating more new words. They using terms from 60 years ago, that stuff that you ain't heard of before, they reintroducing it again. That's new age. Everything's new age. If you wake up tomorrow, you do another 5 minutes in this life, that's new age event popping right there. But anyway, if everybody stopped paying so much attention, that means stop focusing your energy on the things that are detrimental to you, which is what they're inflicting on everybody who keeps viewing the shit. And excuse my French today, because I ain't got time to be wasting no words. It's just words anyway, so don't be so offended, all right? For those of y'all that ain't got no, no fight in you, this ain't the channel for you, so just keep it moving. I don't really care. I'm so sorry. This is for people, for beings that's trying to gain more insight, trying to move forward, not trying to move backwards or stay in the same place. I'm sick of talking to people and trying to be all popular with it and not speaking my piece. So that's out the window. We in some different times. It will take different actions to create different outcomes, or you could just be redundantly stupid and keep doing the same stuff over and over again. You're going to get the same result. Go look up the definition of that. That's called insanity. So if you want to be insane, do your thing, but that's not me. That ain't me. So anyway, look, here's the thing. You got to get in the place where you can focus. Like 30 days, y'all know it takes 30 days to create a new habit. Well, y'all know bad habits just pop on you instantaneously. It don't take shit for a bad habit to stick. It's like anything bad, just easy, right? Just wake up, bad thought. Yeah, I'm going to roll with this. Or just wake up, I'm going to flip this dude off because he cut me off in traffic. That's so easy. We so programmed, right? It takes real men. It takes real women. It takes real soldiers to bypass that, to work on getting rid of those programs, knowing that all of these programs running are detrimental. But it's so easy to do them once you install. It's harder to gain a new habit than it is to continue doing the bad. Everybody knows that, but we're just not reminded of it. And another reminder, stop watching and inviting all of this stuff into your cinema, into your holy place, into your high tower, whatever you want to call this place, the most high up here. Okay, that's why it's up here. It's the most high part of your body. So this is kind of Kevin Hart sounding. It's the most high part of your body. So up here, stop inviting. Stop. Yo, my doors are wide open for you. Bad news. Come on in. I would love to sit down and have a chat with you today. Y'all need to stop it. This is detrimental to your body. Okay, disease. The word disease. Break the word down. Dis-ease in your body is occurring from watching all of this bad stuff. Okay? Yeah, go watch some comedy. Go watch some Dave Chappelle. Go watch some funny people. Do that for a while. Get happy. You say, why? All this bad stuff is going on. See, they got you. How can you sit there and ignore? I had somebody say, are you ignoring the fact that all these things are going on in the world? I'm like, I ain't ignoring nothing. I'm choosing to have my own narrative more present and more profound than what they're dishing out. That's what I'm doing. I can do what I want to do with my thoughts, right? That's the only freedom you have anywhere in the world, is what you think. There ain't no bodily freedom. There's no, this thing right here, the body, you ain't got no freedom. Got clothes on it. Got to put glasses on it. Over 50, can't see good. That, you know what I'm saying? You don't have no freedom with your body. You have all the freedom your being can express in here. This is what you project out. This is what they trying to get you not to get. This is the hidden agenda. This is the conspiracy theory. The whole point is to get you wrapped up in what you can touch, taste, and feel. Not what you can narratize in your holy upper room. What you in the upper room? You know what I'm saying? This is your upper room right here. Okay? So what you let in your upper room governs your now and your there. Your now and your laters. That's old candy we see, now laters. Okay? It's governing your now and your laters. So if there's an existence outside of this physical plane, which there's a whole bunch of other dimensions, okay? They keeping you from ever getting to it. You ain't never, ever, ever, this thing you call heaven, if you can't achieve it right now in this space, in the environment that's around you, if you can't achieve some form of heaven, you ain't gonna make it to the one that you think you making it to. I don't care what you think you're saying or repeating or regurgitating someone else told you to say to get there. It's not going to happen. What is here operates there, and what is there operates here. As above, so below. Y'all, if that might be over your head, I just broke it down for you. Whatever is operating here operates there, and whatever operates there operates here. Okay? Whatever you do here, you're bound by it there. That's what that statement is in that book. So the bounding part means that when you get your mind seared with certain ideas, certain images, and certain genres of living and certain ways that you can only see the boxed in theory. The boxed in theory is you live in a square looking house. You live in a room inside the house that's a box. You lay in a bed that's a box. Everything you do is in box theory, okay? You're boxed in. So until you start building new kinds of dwelling places up here, you're going to be boxed in. So you have to start realizing that not only is your mind the most powerful. They used to have a saying back in the day. They used to pump that on TV on certain channels. The mind is a what is it? The mind is a serious thing to waste. I'm thinking that's how he said it. But your mind is more than what you're thinking. This is why they coming at you through your mind. How do they do that? Sometimes they do it through your body, because your mind is so weak and they know it. They'll attack you with your body. Oh, you got something. Y'all know about the placebo theory. Y'all know about the placebo effect, I think, right? So people were came into a hospital. Something's wrong with me. Doctor said, oh, you got level 4, stage 4 cancer. Whatever. Let's just make up some stage 4 cancer. You got some. You about to die in about 26 days, 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 3 seconds. You're going to be dead. And you're struck with fear. Oh, my God. I'm going to be dead. Oh, Lord Jesus, save me. Oh, good Gordon's gem. So then the doctors say this. These were test studies they did. They've been studying this. They already know this. So this is not some theory. This is actual fact. Placebo effect. Go look it up. So doctor says you got stage 4 cancer. You're going to get out of here in a couple of minutes. This is not good for you, buddy. Then the doctor says, the white coat says, white coat, right? They wear white coats. Who else wear white coat? Anyway, who else wear white coats with hoods on? So anyway, in between the line kind of thing. You caught it or you didn't. So here you go. The doctor then says, yo, but I got this pill. This pill, in all of the studies, recent studies, showed a 98% effectiveness against this same cancer you have. So if I can get you on this pill, there is hope for you. All the rest of the people that took this pill, they in the land of the living. Turn around, everything's good. Wow, they back at it, running down the street, going to parties, having fun, going to church on the weekend, sending on the rest of the week. They're doing their thing, okay? I'm ad-libbing this little jokey joke in there, okay? So, check it out. Thank you, Miss E. Appreciate it. Now, is it me that I swear? She probably took mine off. Okay, so listen. I just happened to see that. Thanks, Miss E, for the narration. All right, so, bam, the white coat says, take this pill, you're going to be healed. Little does the patient know that that's a placebo effect pill. All it's got in it is a little vitamin C, maybe, and some, I don't know, some vegetable protein or something. Just some stuff in it that's not even active. Doesn't even do you any good. But in the patient, because the doctor said, the white coat said, yo, this is going to change your life. This is going to bring you back to the land of the living. You're going to be cured in about 10 days. Because the doctor said it, the belief in the patient changed. Now that the belief changed, so did the environment around them. Okay? In 10 days, total transformation from stage 4 down to stage 2 now. In 20 days, total transformation from stage 2 down to stage 1. And from stage 1, nothing else going on. So, if that is a fact now, think about what they're doing to you in reverse with what they're putting in your mind. These pills they giving you, the world coming to an end. It's going to be a nuclear war. Okay, I'm like, then bring it. Why you keep fronting with no back? Why you keep talking all this stuff? Why are you even telling us all your moves? What's the point? Okay, the point is to take you here. The point is to get as many minds in the pocket as possible so I can control the next level shift I'm about to make. So, yeah, there might be some actual wars. There might be some stuff happening around you. This has been going on forever, ever land anyway. Just because y'all ain't seen nothing hit your soil in America in the last 70 years or 100 years or whatever, that's on purpose too. Just think about that. Why it hasn't happened. And when it does happen, you can easily know who's doing it then. That's easy as heck. That's easy as all get out. But look, placebo effect, go look it up. Go overstand that. Go use that concept. And you can apply that to your life right now. I'm giving you solutions. This is solution-based rambling by Major. This is like, yo, okay, this is what they got going. Nah, this is what I'm doing now. Okay? People, do your prepping. I'm not saying don't do something. If you started doing it, continue your journey. Don't just, because Major said, don't just start doing some all different thing that you're not comfortable with. Excuse me. You're not going to be comfortable with change. To change something and to go into a different direction is not comfortable. To go to a different country and just say, yo, I'm doing this. It ain't easy. I'm trying to tell you. Just to go apply for another position somewhere. It ain't easy. It's uncomfortable because you get so complacent, conditioned, and cooperative with what you had. It's hard to get anything else in there. It takes time. So there again, these are the things we need to work on to get out of the grip of being in chains and shackles. Your mind leads you everywhere you'll end up. And depending on whose narrative you're listening to and memorizing and regurgitating and following through with and continue to talk it up, that's where you'll be. Wherever your mind is, that's where you are. So I'm just trying to help a few people see. Don't help them help you degrade yourself. Don't continue helping them. Look, I say this all the time. This probably get me turned off, kicked off of YouTube at this point. I don't care. Other than being able to talk to y'all, we'll just have to find another vehicle to use. I don't know. Maybe I'll just start mental telepathy in y'all or something. I don't know. But listen. Okay, y'all know it's coming up on a certain. Let's see. I'm gonna try to do this between the lines a little bit. Y'all know it's. Hey guys, ladies and gents, it's 68 of us viewing this thing. Please hit the thumbs up thing. Helps push the content. For I ain't gonna say it no more. I'm just turn the message off. That's your threat. I'm gonna turn me off from you. Like that's gonna make a big difference. But just hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Just run it up, y'all. All right. So, here's the thing. We're coming up on a certain, not in the rest of the world, but just your everybody in America. Okay, y'all coming up on a time where they got to do this thing called a VOTE. Okay, again, to get somebody else in that location so they can be puppeteered around too. Ain't going to do much good, only but for the morale of some certain peoples for a certain amount of time. That's all it is. Because if you don't control your own narrative, you let somebody else have the power to control it, they can take you all over La La Land with it. It don't matter who it is in there, in office, they're going to take you for a ride. Now, you can see everything you watch right now and everything you're involved in probably ain't too many good stories out there, right? Why is that? I need help with that, Miss E. Please help me. I need this Discord thing, so please give me. I don't even know where to go to. We'll talk about that in a hot second because I need that. But listen, y'all. Everything going on right now is about bad stories, bad information, kill, steal, and destroy kind of stuff. That's only coming from one direction of the whole environment. So you got to start deciding, am I going to keep being party to this? Am I going to keep assisting them with this? Or am I going to let Willie free? Y'all remember Free Willie? You want to be free, you let Willie let you free. Look, if you want to be free from all of this chaos, you got to work on this. Ain't no other way. You trying to develop everything and get good at doing all of this stuff with your little tools that you done bought and securing your property and just waiting for the inevitable. Y'all know I ain't doing that. I ain't waiting for the nothing. I'm going out and doing what I want to do. I'm narrativizing everything I see, touch, and smell and hear. Yo, I like this. This is great. Ooh, I like going over here. I'm enjoying this one. Otherwise, you ain't going to be free because you don't have no choice. Freedom is just a choice. It's a choice to believe this, believe that, do this or do that. That's what freedom's about. It got you so shook on, oh, you need money to be free. You need this to be free. You got to look this way to be free. No, that's a sabotage trick so that you can't get the upper hand like them. That's just redundant ridiculousness. Okay? So that's why we have to be on a different level, on a different game, on a different plan. Don't worry about their plan. Stop. Oh, by 2030 it's going to do it. By 2050 they're planning it. Let them. They going to do it anyway. So all the minutes you keep losing, worrying about it, what happens to those? Where are those being deposited? What bank account is that going to? Your demise bank account or your success bank account? You figure that out. So when you get done chasing the rabbit down all these holes, you're going to find out the rabbit ain't good for nothing but digging holes. And if you keep following the rabbit, you just is the same thing as a damn rabbit. You ain't no good either. Down the rabbit's hole, down the rabbit's hole. How far does it go? A rabbit can't dig that far anyway. That's a fairy tale in itself. What a rabbit digging? They can't dig nothing. They got them little soft paws. They ain't got no claw. Come on, man. They ain't no real rabbit. Now, to finish all this, to finalize this stuff, we just need to make sure, go back to the old church days. Whose report is you going to believe? Okay? You going to believe this report or you going to believe that report? You going to believe your report? That's the one I'm working on. My report. The one that I report to me with. The one that I get to write down, okay, today, yeah, I'm going to enjoy every sip of this Vietnamese coffee I'm sipping on because I understand it's coming from certain mountain region where they only grow the coffee beans this way. And the temperature's always 75-ish to 80 degrees. That's why the coffee, I'm going to get all up in there with each one of my experiences, right? That's the true wealth of life, being able to use your senses to experience all of the depth and the glory of what it is you're partaking in. You let them steal that every time by watching their narrative and then helping them push the energy out to narratize it over everybody else's life. Y'all heard what they doing? Yo, they just closed another Walmart. Ooh, okay, great. Y'all got enough stuff anyway. Start fending for yourself. This is a help for if you see your cup half full instead of half empty, right? So these things aren't bad necessarily. You make it bad when you regurgitate the bad. So where does it? All you got to do is do this. To understand where this is all coming from. Where do the stories of all of this demise come from? All this chaos and doom and gloom. Do you think people with YouTube channels are privy to classified information or something? And that they can just get all of this data seamlessly streamed to them because their channel gets so many views, or all the stories come from the same origination point. It's all controlled. You got old families controlling. They the same. Look, just like Sony. I'm gonna tell y'all this just so y'all know I'm spitting some truth here. TRUFF. Break. Okay, y'all had Sony TVs. Used to buy Sony TVs, Sony Music, Sony Entertainment, Sony Motion Pictures, all this Sony stuff. SONY. SONY stands for Standard Oil New York, not what you thought it stood for. So Standard Oil New York would be who? Rockefellers? Yeah, probably so. So all of this stuff traces back to the same origination points. All of your newspapers that are now news channels, still owned by the same families. Rupert Murdoch family, all them people, okay? It's still the same game. Y'all just think it's some other game going on, but you're getting game, okay? So we got to get tightened up here if we gonna get free. Now I'm talking like old slave talk. We gonna get free. That's white folk, that's brown folk, that's black if you consider yourself black, that's yellow folk, that's any kind of folk that call themselves human or humane, or a being, human being, somebody being here or being here temporarily to experience this level, but lost track of the story of why they was here. So now we're there. But this is why we got to get this, because you're never going to be free. Never going to be free to choose what you want to choose as long as somebody else is doing the choosing. So you should take delight in the fact that you could get to the place mentally to choose the thoughts you want to think. You don't realize that that is the true wealth of life. This is what you got to get. You got to get off this glamorized, societized, sanitized, deodorized, and all the other ISs kind of life to get this overstanding, because that's where they can't touch you at. Your body is transitory. It's temporary. It's always been, always gonna be. So when you don't see my body no more, I'm still gonna be somewhere. Okay? My energy will never die. It'll just transfer. That's why debt should be called transition. Ah, he transitioned. So when you use the terminology of your enemy, in me, break the word down. Your enemy is in a you, enemy, if I allow it to be. When you use their definitions and regurgitate everything and you don't repurpose for a lack of knowledge of understanding what the words even mean, or even using them as concepts, when you don't know how to concept and know how to understand, you end up captured. You're captured. You're captured by the enemy 24/7, like I always say, twice on Sunday. You stuck like Chuck. To get out of that, you got to repurpose words, reposition them, reuse them instead of regurgitate, and then develop your own narrative with the language, that the only language you got right now to use, and then re-energize your environment with those things and watch what'll happen. It don't mean your body ain't gonna exist here no more. It don't mean that as soon as I get off of this live, my body, it's all on a clock. Everything's on a clock. So I'd be a fool to think I'm gonna live forever in this body. That's a fact that I won't. You won't. We won't. Nobody will. So what you scared of? You know what I'm saying? I like the way you do that right there. Y'all remember Chingy? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of this thing they calling debt. Be looking forward to your ultimate transition. Be looking forward to, I'm getting head to a whole nother level with some other beings that's on a whole nother level with me. I'm going to get to experience a whole nother thing. If that's what you call in heaven, go get your heaven. But you're supposed to be getting your heaven right here. How you gonna be good at doing heaven over there if you ain't even got the 1-2 step down over here? You ain't got the 2 step down. Trying to go do the waltz and everything else in heaven. It's not gonna happen. What is bound here on earth is also bound in heaven. Reverse effect. What is bound here on earth is bound in heaven. What they doing to you on earth, they putting up in your heaven. The heaven that you developed for you is being twisted, turned. You can't even think of heaven right now. Whatever you thought heaven was, you can't even get there. Right? They got you so twisted with so many stories coming from so many different Sean Hannity's and this person and Don Lemons. Look at all these crazy names. Don Lemon. He's real. You know, when you used to buy a car that was no good, they called it a lemon back in the day. Don Lemon. Okay, anyway, I'm just cracking jokes right now. But listen, they got you twisted with so many different stories, so many different narratives. People's minds are breaking down. Can't handle it. They telling you the truth, mixed with lies, mixed with lies, mixed with truth, taking you around, walk on the park. Then they got you sprinting down the racetrack. Then before you can catch your next breath, they got you jumping hurdles. They got you going here, going there. Oh, the IRS is abolished. Oh, send in your tax papers. Oh, I need my refund. Oh, Section 8 is being canceled. Oh, I can't even get my EBT card to work no more. Oh. It's Kevin Hart. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is happening. What do I do, Major? Get your own narrative. Get your own narrative. Okay? Make sure that you're in control of whatever part of reality you can control. Can you do 100%? Probably not. Can I do? No. But that's my goal. Why can't that be my goal, to control my environment 100%? Okay, why can't that be a goal? Isn't that a good thing? Well, no, you're not God. Well, wait a second. Okay, let's just go back to kindergarten then, preschool. If I'm created in the image of, in the likeness of, and I was told, if I believe this, okay, and I was told you will be able to do things that I do, and greater things you're going to be able to do. So why ain't I aspiring to any of this? If that's the book I believe in, right? Whatever book I'm reading. You read a college book and then you go do that work for somebody. What's the difference? Make your own book. Go do that for you, the employer, right? Become your own boss. Become your own boss, all right? So that's all I'm talking about. Look, 52 minutes, 56 seconds. I'm done here, I think. I hope somebody got something out of it. Miss E, we got to double back. And you got to get me on this thing. You talking that Discord thing so we can get everybody going over to that thing, because this thing is playing out. This YouTube stuff is playing out, y'all. This is turned into you can't even get no good energy out because people on here don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear nothing about nothing good. Levitating towards bad, gloomy, chaos, disaster. Get ready for it. Get ready to kill, steal, and destroy yourself. Because what you going to do when they come to your neighborhood? Then you got to do what they've been. Man, come on, man. I'm not party to that. I'm not party to that. I'm not doing that. So anyway, I hope everybody got something out of this. I appreciate you. Let me see. Hey, Rayvon Boykins, let me see. I texted you with time frame. I don't know how you texted me. I didn't give out my phone number. Did you do it through Skype? I did do my Skype, though. Business consulting, I did not. I'm still here, brother. Listen, shoot me an email, major safety team at protonmail.com. When you text me, when you send me that email, put in your contact phone number so I can then, instead of emailing you right back, I'll just call you back. Okay? When my time on this end of the world is applicable to talking with you, I'll get with you. Sorry I missed you. I'll handle a lot of calls and a lot of answer backs. So I got a lot going on as far as that's concerned, so I'm sorry about that. But shoot me an email, majorsafetyteam@protonmail.com. Put your phone number in there, and then I'll contact you via that. Um, I'm reading some stuff. Y'all got some good stuff for me. Maybe I'll spend the next 2 minutes reading y'all stuff. Yep, Roots to Garden. That's what's going on. I hope you caught. Did you just now catch the live? Because I went in a little bit a minute ago, so you might have to do the replay. And also, yeah, just shoot me an email, and then I'll get anybody who was interested in the consulting thing, business consulting and stuff. I'm busy consulting myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the next level. So I'm sorry for, see, some people are on YouTube hustling to get in more money for themselves and their business, to grow their business, right? I'm still hustling my business that I already got, making sure I can contain it and direct it in the directions I want to go. Do I know how to do that for you? Yes. That's why I kind of slacked off on telling people, hey, I'm available for consult. I'm just gotten too busy. So it's not, money's not my objective. It's just my time is more valuable. So I have to decide who I can assist and kind of who I can't. And I don't do that based off of you because I don't know who you are, but I just do it based on my time elements and what I got available, if that makes sense. I'm only, if I could clone myself, yo, we can handle a lot more stuff, right? But then would the world be better off place with too many majors running around? I don't know. But anyway, I appreciate all of y'all. Anybody who needs to email me, please email me. Miss E just put it on the screen. Yo, y'all been dope. Y'all hit the thumbs up. Y'all pay attention. See, it costs you to focus. That's what pay attention means. Cost to focus, but it's well worth it. Appreciate all of y'all who joined in on the live. Hit the subscribe button just to do it because they've been jamming me up with removing subscribers and turning off people's notifications. So make sure y'all hit that stuff. Make sure you put into place some of the stuff I'm talking about. Let's get the party started first. Write down your narrative, not what you see you want to do. It's about what you feel you want to do. But I appreciate all of y'all. Peace. Much love to everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. And grab my email address. Miss E got it right there. I'll post it in the comments when this thing posts. I'll talk to y'all in a hot second again. Even if that's 2 weeks from now, that's a hot second. It'll be here in a hot second. All right, y'all. This is Major, as usual, signing off for another kind of cool video. Peace.